Yo, let's go. What's up, everybody? Okie. Let me just make sure. Let me see. I guess I can do window. All right. There we go. Let's go. All right. We're going to get deep into Litecoin. I'm going to switch this back, actually. Huh. That's okay, I guess. Let me see something. Do entire screen. Let's see if that. Maybe I clicked something. All right. Well, all good. I'm going to go back. Sorry about this, everybody. To my two viewers. But we are going to get deep here into Litecoin. Litecoin is definitely no, that's not what I want. All right, so here's the big. Let's just go through it from the beginning. Here's Litecoin on a monthly chart. So again, this is dating back to the 2017 high, which came in on Coinbase. It came in around 420, was it? Jeez, 420. 2020, 2021 bull market top came in about 413. I think on some exchanges, this might have broke, but anyway, essentially a double top or a little lower high. And then here's kind of the bottoms. The only thing I don't love about this is just that there's more touches on the bottom than there are at the top. I would also like these more recent months this year to have been more bumping up against this line, but it's not a huge deal. We can kind of go by a 3-month chart and see it's a little. We could alter some of these lines a little, and then we do kind of touch all those tops from this year. And with the 3-month chart, you can also, clearly see this 108, 110 level. Over, yeah, 115, whatever. We haven't had any closes yet. We've had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 out of the last 12 candles have been touching this line. So that's definitely a positive. So, this is our long-term. I mean, this is what we're looking at. And then, by the measured move, we could get something like a, this is calling for a $375 move once it breaks this. So, and we're right up against it, more or less. I kind of moved this down, but, if we call it right about here, 375, yeah, puts us right at 490. So that's kind of the initial target. I think I'll probably take some profit here in this 200. I'm sure I'll panic sell to the upside a little, but I think we easily reach these previous highs, and then I don't see why we shouldn't go higher. XRP has kind of just stagnated up above its highs, and I thought it was going to make another leg up, but it hasn't yet. So we'll see if Litecoin will be able to do something like that, but it should be able to kind of easily get up into this range, and hopefully higher. I still think it'll probably double or triple from this 420 price, putting us, in the thousands. So, I think there's some good targets. I mean, we're talking about a 5x to the, which I'm pretty sure we'll hit, and possibly 10x or more. So that's what we're looking at here on Litecoin from the um, monthly scale. I don't know why my mouse is so bad. It's so bad. I need to get a new mouse. It's like, let's have the perfect surface. All right. So I just wanted to show that this is obviously against the dollar. Weekly, I mean, it's just an absolute mess. But again, we're getting, to some good levels. I'm going to explode here. I'm just having a hell of a time. This mouse. That's pretty. We're getting with XRP a year ago, we had that triangles on triangles on triangles, and that's what we're getting here with Litecoin as well. Obviously, just showed the monthly triangle. Here, you can clearly see another weekly triangle, which is even closer to breaking out. Daily, I mean, it's also not, it's not necessarily imminent, but when we start to look at what I really want to look at is the pairs against XRP, against Bitcoin, against Ethereum, it's going to look a lot more obvious. So here's the daily. Again, it's good. It's not that bad when everything else is looking bad. So that's why, it's big. I love this. This is my $100 line. As you can see, we've just been all around it, broke above it, didn't even touch it on this little, this is just a 4-hour chart. But could this be it? Could there be no more $100 Litecoin? Or sub $100 Litecoin, I should say. We'll see. All right, let's get into what I really want to show anyway, which is the trifecta. Absolute holy grail, which is being bullish against Bitcoin, ETH, and XRP. So as you can kind of see, I'm not sure why I have that purple line. I'm just going to delete it for now. I'm going to delete some of these lines. I just kind of leave them when I don't know. And actually, we kind of are at a psychological level as well for the Litecoin Bitcoin pair, which I should move this up to like the 0.1 level, right? And we kind of daily getting out of that. But I mean, we're talking about, I mean, you can kind of see the price going across here. We're talking about, we have not closed daily higher than this 0.113 area since March. That was when the beginning of that the tariff tantrum or whatever you want to call it. So that's, how many days is that? And again, we're just painting like a picture, we're consensia. We're trying to get everything into accordance, and this is looking absolutely beautiful now. I've been bullish Litecoin way too long, to be honest, like 2 years. I just thought it was going to bust out, and now I think it again, but I don't care. That's how it is. It's not down that much from the times I thought it was going to go, so it's not like really lost too much money. It's more like it just hasn't happened yet. So this is a 250-day pattern. I think it kind of looks like a head and shoulders. If we kind of ignore that wick, that was the liquidation event, which could be different on different exchanges. So I'm just going to kind of ignore that wick. Plus, these closes were much higher than these closes back in June. So I'm seeing a bit of a left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and we look like we're breaking it right now. So let's see if we can get some close above this 113 area. That's what I want to see against Bitcoin, which is by far the most important pair. All right, let's go to ETH. ETH has had a good kind of run, had a good run this summer, so it's a little different. It's not as, this one doesn't look as bullish, but we still have a smaller kind of head and shoulders type thing. Let me see on the weekly. Yeah, and on the weekly too, we kind of have a bigger head and shoulders because ETH has underperformed Bitcoin this cycle. It was just this summer that it's been outperforming. So I'm seeing another head and shoulders dating back to the 2021 here, kind of like left shoulder, head, kind of making that right shoulder now. But yeah, a little easier to see on the daily in above the 200. This one's the weakest, kind of the weakest one of the pairs, which is still I still think it's bullish. I mean, even if we're talking about July, we're talking about early summer, well, midsummer. We're sitting here 4 months later, so that one's still good too. Now let's look at like XRP, and this one's looking really good as well. It kind of looks more like the Bitcoin one, but again, we're at levels that we're not seeing since March. The beginning of March. So I think this one's even a little bit longer. About 260 days. I mean, if you see that little line going across, that's the price right now. You can clearly see, never above it. Yeah, I was looking at this triangle. I really like that. Went up, thought it was going to keep going. Didn't, came down. So, and now we're back up at that, even higher today. So, I mean, to me, it's undeniable that Litecoin is better than those three coins right now. I mean, anything could change, but that's what I'm seeing here. So I guess what the picture with this means is we still need Bitcoin to stop going down. And I think we could do it. I like the order book for Bitcoin right now. Let's look at Litecoin first. It definitely obeys these. This is a good tool for Litecoin. I mean, there, some red selling, it just goes down. Red selling goes down. Green goes up. I mean, this has been pretty accurate. So I think it needs to be paid attention to. Oh, and then look at we have some red today, but we've had a lot of green these past couple weeks. So that's why we're seeing it. We're seeing a little bit of, profit taking, some selling, which is fine, probably do something like this, get some selling, buying until it goes up higher. But we need Bitcoin to kind of at least stop going down before Litecoin can really take off. And the good news is, according to the order book, we are getting selling down here. I mean, that would be terrible if we were still we're getting buying at these levels. We're kind of in no man's land with Bitcoin, but we are seeing a lot of buying. So I think we're okay. So what happens here is if Bitcoin can kind of turn the ship around, the other, things that are in better position are going to just take off from there. There's no resistance. Whereas the things that got beaten down are going to have to grind higher. Like Bitcoin's going to have to just grind higher. It's not going to go up a bunch after this. I mean, the chart looks like absolute shite. You know what I mean? Like, that's not good. But it is Bitcoin. It kind of finds bottoms where nobody thinks. I don't know. So we need this to kind of, yeah, and this is just, there's no way this thing's going to just go up. I do see something here that I kind of like is, I guess we're getting another one of these. Get like delete this one. But that's broken to the downside, to be honest. So Bitcoin's not looking great. The chart's not looking great. The order book is looking better. But again, if this thing goes even a little bit higher or starts to go up, Litecoin's just going to take off. It's in such a better position. I mean, it's only about like 20% from just absolutely going insane. And I mean, for an altcoin, that's not that much. You know what I mean? You see 20% in a day all the time. you know. So that's what I want to say. And then it's kind of funny. I think this is I'm sure I knew this way long time ago, but I didn't even know that Dash was a fork of Litecoin. I didn't know that. I saw that today, and that's significant because Dash has been doing great. Dash has been probably the number two, one of the next to Zcash has been just absolutely massive. There's this little ecosystem of um, um, privacy tokens, and so I think Litecoin has from what I'm hearing, I'm not a fundamental necessary guy, but I'm hearing that there are things baked into Litecoin that are more privacy focused and optional than with Bitcoin. So it has a little bit of the privacy sector within it. So I think that's why it's doing well. But I mean, this is Dash. Dash was 2014. It was great. The master nodes, or 2017. Sorry, this was huge. And then it just was not even close to getting high in its in 2021. So everybody forgot about it. And then just the last 2 months, it's gone from like 5x. So the reason I say this is, I mean, there's obviously a connection here, and when coins kind of have a connection, they kind of tend to run together. So that's kind of just what I wanted to say about that. That's kind of my point. So yeah, can't necessarily think of anything else. I guess that was it. I could get into some indicators, but I don't really want to. No. The main point is just that Litecoin is outperforming the market. So if you're trying to get into crypto, I think that Litecoin is probably the best because it has lower downside risk than the absolute shit coins that I was just showing you. Yet it looks better against all the other cryptos. And here is just Litecoin dominance. And as you can see, it looks also similar to some of those, similar to XRP, similar to ETH, similar to the Bitcoin chart. So yeah, if we're looking at we've never had a close above this level, which we're currently above since late March. And this is against all the other cryptocurrencies. So this is why I think not only that is I think now's the time. Nobody's missed out on anything. Like you haven't missed out on anything. Everybody thinks they missed out. I missed out. I don't think so. What, you bought the bottom at $80? That's 20%. Who cares? It's about to be a 5x, 10x. Let's go. Let's go. Again, these are all the triangles. These are my well, Bitcoin I just have to have here. ETH I have to have here. Those are kind of just godfathered in. And these are the other ones that all had these big triangles, and they've almost all hit except Litecoin. Bam, triangle up. Monero has been slow. I also really like Monero right now. Because the privacy coins are going up, I'm going to absolutely murder somebody. Look at this. Yeah, so, I mean, the thing about Monero, I don't like how it moves sometimes, and it's just frustrating. So I like to just hold it kind of. It just has this tendency to kind of parabolic up, down. And it's honestly is a little bit annoying. See what I mean? I mean, up, come back down, up, down. It just, every time it kind of has a parabolic run, it's just getting slammed. But I've just, so that's what, I mean, mostly just been spot with this because I don't love it. But I mean, look at this absolutely beautiful cup and extended handle, cup and handle. Also dating back to December 2017, which is 8 years ago. Next month, 8 years ago in 15 days. Let's go. So there's Monero. Just wanted to shout out that. And that's Monero, this is where I was starting to play with it. And this is where I kind of realized I just want to hold some because I mean, I was getting in here and then bam. I mean, it was just, I think it's a little bit tough to trade, daily, short term. So I just like holding it. And this one would have a, if we put the top at about also 420 and put the bottom about 37. So also 400, this could go to 800. We're talking 700, 800 plus. So, but that's only a 2, 3x, I mean, only. So I think that's also a great play. Um, these are kind of my best plays going forward because they look good and they haven't gone up too much. I mean, it's just like Zcash. What are you going to do here? I just don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't see that. ETH. It's forming a huge pattern. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm not interested in ETH at all, really. Could be later. Breaking the 5,000. Bitcoin, not great. XLM, it kind of has a little bit of the Monero look, but it's not banging up against this. So we need some help here with Stellar. It needs to get back up to 50 cents and then breaking out, and then I could see it going much higher for sure, doubling. And then there's the XRP. I mean, even though it just doesn't look imminently like skyrocket. So however, it's absolutely incredible that we've stayed above this, our highs. We stayed above the 2017 highs, staying above the close of these ones as well. So, so that's fine. But again, I mean, when we look at Litecoin versus the ones I'm just showing you that are okay, Litecoin looks the best. I don't think that's really even a question too much. So, yeah, I mean, we're having those ETH, Bitcoin, XLM, XRP are having pretty bad months, especially Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's having its worst month since, I mean, a lot to go. It could easily turn around, but it's having its worst month since February. And ETH is having its worst month since, February, March as well. And then look at Litecoin. It's having its best month since July. So I'm seeing a change here. I'm seeing the Litecoin finally do what I thought it was going to do. I said on the other stream, I was really thought we were busting out last month before that big crash, because it took out this high, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I mean, I was like, that's it over here. So I thought we were breaking out in December. I probably thought we were breaking out here. I thought we were breaking out here. I thought we were breaking out here. We're definitely not breaking out yet, but on the monthly, but we will. And as you can see, it's not like it's just gone sideways. That's perfect. That's what you want, I mean, wait till it actually goes and then jump on. And I mean, that's what I think. It's kind of funny. I've been thinking about this because I like the psychology of the money and the markets and everything, but it's like, I think we need to focus on knowing every aspect of technical analysis so that you have the confidence to act properly, right? It's like you want to know what you're talking about, or to have confidence to put the money in to get big returns. So I think the education of technical analysis is underrated. I mean, I know people are kind of trying to say, oh, it's overrated. You got to manage your money. You got to, what you do. I'm not taking away from that, but I'm saying if you have the knowledge, you'll be better at managing your money. You'll be better at psychology because you'll have the knowledge. So I think leaning into technical analysis is absolutely the way, just with anything. I mean, the more you know, the more confident you're going to be in speaking about it, 9 times out of 10, but that's separate endeavor. But the point, and lastly, is just that Litecoin's kind of my last safe big play, right? I have another coin right now I'm looking at is Verge that I really like. And I'm seeing this similar triangle. It's so volatile. I mean, I like it. I'm fine. I'm going to buy some, especially when it breaks this 1 cent level, because it could easily get up to 25 cents. So that's a 25x. But it's just you could lose 50%, 75%, and it doesn't change the chart, right? Whereas, Litecoin's just a little bit. It's not gonna. If it loses 50%, 75%, it's done. It's toast. But so it's just a little trickier here. So I mean, I like, and it's very hard to buy Verge, which that's kind of the difference between each. We're in our third, iteration of the bull market of full crypto, right? Like of all the cryptos. We had Bitcoin before that, but the first time it was just anything. Put your money on anything, it goes up. I mean, you can see. I mean, it's not hard to see. Everything had a huge top in 2017. And then it was a little bit more selective in 2021, right? ETH did good. One of the stuff that was actually doing stuff, it was newsworthy, whatever. And then this one, it's like you have to be a good stock picker. You absolutely have to be a good crypto picker this bull market. There was not a ton of coins. I mean, I don't have to go through all this stuff. Oh, you bought the top in 2021 on Doge, you're down 80% right now. I mean, I could go through all these. Look at this cake. I mean, some of these are looking like they're turning around, but I'm just the point is, look at that Shiba Inu. This is 2021. Absolute shite. So I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Point is, I think Litecoin's fine. I mean, it's made me look stupid for months now, but that's kind of how it goes before taking off. So I guess that's it. I feel like there's more, but we'll get to you next time. All right, everybody. Thanks. Peace. And let's go. I can't even click the button.